Hi everyone, this is Donnie Lowy from Closeoutexplosion.com. I have a wholesale business in New York. Today I'd like to tell you about Chinese wholesale in New York. So, as you may know, there's a very big wholesale industry in New York, and many of the wholesalers either are Chinese importers or they're wholesalers that are buying products imported from China. The first thing you need to know is that if you are going to buy brand name products, you have to be very careful in knowing where the products come from. For instance, most of my brand name clothing is department store overstock. I also get excess from the brands. Now, the wholesaler should give you an invoice showing you where you bought the stuff from. It's very important that you buy only original merchandise, and that's something you need to be careful when you're looking at some of the Chinese wholesale outlets. You need to make sure that you are only buying original merchandise. Number one, request for an invoice. If they seem reluctant to give you an invoice, I wouldn't buy it from them at all. And also, you should be able to look at the merchandise and get a good sense if it's real or not. I know that's not an expert way to do it, but you should definitely take a look at it and try to gauge who their customers are, who they're selling to, if they're selling the brand name merchandise very openly or they're selling it hiddenly. And you still have to be careful, because if you go to Chinatown, you'll see a lot of brand name merchandise being sold very openly. And I think you could tell that some of that merchandise is not genuine, so you do need to be careful. Now, let me give you some of the something more positive. Now, the advantage of buying from Chinese wholesalers is that many of them are manufacturing their merchandise overseas. And I'm referring to non-branded merchandise. I'm referring to general merchandise, whether they're socks, or t-shirts, whether they're keychains, leather belts, leather gloves, hats, or it could be even dresses that are just non-branded. I have sundresses, for instance, that are imported from China in my warehouse, and I wholesale them for as low as $2 a piece. So you can definitely get some really good merchandise. The labor costs, the material costs are very low in China. So if you buy products that are made in China, and of course the closer you get to the source of the manufacturing of those products, you can buy products at a very low wholesale price and work on a very good margin. The other thing you should know is that there is going to be a lot of competition, because chances are you're not the only one who's going to be buying from that Chinese wholesaler. So what I would recommend is, if you are buying from Chinese wholesalers, find out what are their wholesale closeout products. So this way you can get products that they themselves are selling at a discount. Find out which products you're having a hard time selling. Maybe they have products from a previous season, or the season is coming to an end and you're willing to set aside those products until the next season, and then you could buy those products at a really good discount. And look, especially if you're dealing with generic or private label merchandise, then a lot of the Chinese wholesalers are going to be selling either the same or very similar merchandise. So you have the buying power, meaning the negotiating power is in your hand. So make sure to negotiate well, and this way you'll be able to get some really good deals. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. And as far as where to find Chinese wholesalers, you could find them in the wholesale district in New York. Now, most of the Chinese wholesalers are, I would say, anywhere from about 23rd to 29th Street, around 6th Avenue, around Broadway, on the avenues and the side streets. And you could also go down to Chinatown, but make sure you only buy authentic merchandise. If you have any questions, please give me a call or send me an email. You're welcome to visit my warehouse in New York. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. Have a great day.